Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Lotus Tarot. I am so happy that you chose my video today. We have a new pick a card reading. The topic today is 7 secret messages about your future spouse that the universe is willing to reveal. Okay, that is the topic today. Choose intuitively. You have 3 options to choose from. Take all the time you need. Pause the video if you need more time. You can choose more than one group. If you feel intuitively drawn to more than one reading, you can choose more than one option. There is no rule about how many groups you should choose. So trust your intuition. That is all it matters. Okay. And this is a general reading. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This reading is going to be super specific. So if it does not resonate with you, if you feel like what is she even talking about, then this is not your reading. Okay, and that's okay. That's okay. Choose another group or another video, another reader. Okay. The timestamps for each group are in the description box down below. Click on the timestamp to receive your message. I really hope this video helps you on your journey. With that intention, let's begin the reading with group number 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. I'm gonna shuffle the cards until I feel the deck is ready. So the topic today is the 7 secret messages the universe is sending for you about your future spouse. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about 7 very specific messages about your future spouse as per the cards that I get. Please remember that this is a general reading, so everything may not resonate with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, skip that part and take what resonates. If this reading does not resonate with you at all, like you think that this reading is not for you, then it is not for you. Choose another group or another video. Okay? Death and the Sun. Okay. The first message I'm getting is that your future spouse is a public figure. Okay, your future spouse is a well-known person or a celebrity of some kind. Like there are various levels of fame: small, big, medium. For some of you, your future spouse can be a national level, international level of celebrity, but your future spouse can also be like a social media influencer with a very niche following, but they are well known. Okay, that's the kind of thing I'm saying, that there are various levels of fame. For many of you, your future spouse could be celebrity, could be a local celebrity, like they can be a news anchor. Okay, or they might be very well known in their industry or field. For example, they can be a famous doctor or a famous lawyer. But I just see in some way or other, your future spouse has made their name. Okay, they are a very well-known figure and they have worked really hard to gain their fame. I see that they have a thriving career, a very prosperous career, and they work really hard on their career. And this person is someone who has a very optimistic and resilient mindset. So I'm seeing that they experience failure, but they quickly move on from it. They are like, yes, this wasn't the outcome that I expected, but I cannot do anything about it, so I will just move on and keep trying. And this person is a very can-do, will-do kind of a person, and for them, the glass is always half filled. And this is why they get over their negative experiences so fast, because they are eternally optimistic and also a cheerful person at their core. Okay. The second message I'm getting is that their public image and who they really are, these are 2 very different things. Okay, like your future spouse's public image may be like a very good boy or a good girl kind of personality from outside, but maybe they are very mischievous, maybe they are very naughty. Okay, that's who they really are when they are with their family and friends. So I feel like as you get to know them, you see who this person really is, and that will take some time. Okay, and I think that the courtship period and getting to know each other is very important for this person. Okay, I will give you another example. Like your future spouse may be famous for their tantrums, for their temper. That is kind of their external personality, that they are very high maintenance. They have like this diva kind of attitude. But as you get to know them, you see that this is a very sensible person, a very practical person. That was just the outer package that they have developed for the external, for the world to see. Okay. So remember that what other people say about your future spouse may not be always true. In fact, they will, in 90% of cases, be false. Okay, that's what I see here. You really cannot judge this book by its cover. They have a lot of hidden depths. And once you get to know them, you will be surprised. I feel like the more you get to know them, the more surprised you are. And there are no bad surprises here. However, this person is going to shock you. This person is going to shock you. Okay. And I also see that they're very unorthodox. They are very progressive and radical in nature. And they have this hidden rebellious streak. Okay. They do not like rules. They do not like other people to determine their course of action. They don't like to take orders from other people. Okay. This person has a very dominant personality. I can see that. Okay. And another thing about them is that they keep scores. This person has a very long memory. They keep scores and they settle those scores eventually. They hold grudges, and as an enemy, they are formidable. They will not easily forgive a person who has offended them unless that person honestly repents their mistake. Okay. That's the second message I'm getting. Then we have 10 of Wands, Queen of Coins, Seven of Cups. The third message about your future spouse is that they have a strong and flexible body. Okay, and I think their upper body and the lower half of the body, these have some difference. Not like bad differences. It's like, for example, they can have a pear-shaped body. So that would be like a very prominent buttocks, curvier hips, okay, compared to the upper portion of their body. Or they can have a very curvy chest and very slim waist, or like they have a V-shaped body. V-shaped body, by the way, is very attractive body type for a man, like strong wide shoulders and lean torso. You get my point. I feel that they have really good body, but there is some like differences about their upper and lower half of the bodies. Your future spouse also has extremely beautiful smile. Their teeth can be naturally white and strong, or they have taken good care of their teeth. They go to their dentists regularly. They might have done some, cosmetic dentistry procedure to improve their pearly whites. But the overall impression I'm getting here is that they have a stunning smile, okay? Like literally stunning smile. A smile that can launch 1,000 ships and something like that, okay? Your person should also be into physical exercise, and their target should be like to increase their physical stamina, endurance. That's what their target should be. I feel like they like rigorous exercises where they are like sweating a lot. They are exerting a lot of power, energy. This can be a gym rat. Okay, and I do believe that weightlifting is a part of their routine. And they will age very gracefully. Okay, that's one thing coming very, very clearly. They will age like wine. And I can guarantee you that your future spouse will draw attention and admirers in their 50s, 60s, 70s as well. Okay, like they are aging so beautifully and gracefully. The fourth message about your future spouse is about their relationships, actually their loved ones. Okay, I feel that they are particularly close to their mother. Okay, and I think that their mother has a lot of influence, and like the person they were today, or like when you will meet them, it is because of how their mother raised them. And I think that their mother raised them to be self-sufficient, ambitious, and they they always pushed them to become achievers, toppers. That is the thing I see here. And I feel like your mother-in-law, your future mother-in-law, set the example herself by being a career woman, a woman of many talents and accomplishments. And your future mother-in-law also taught your future spouse to be respectful towards everyone. Okay. And I feel like you will have very good relationships with your future mother-in-law. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. That is one of the reasons why your future spouse, feels that this marriage is so good. Yeah. And I feel like maybe in some aspect you remind themselves of their mother. Yeah. And the other thing I see here is that your future spouse may not have any best friends or bosom friends with whom they can share all little details of life. Okay. But I see that they have a lot of connections, actually. They have a lot of friends, to be honest. They have a lot of connections, especially in their workplace. They can network. Okay. But they value privacy. And this person believes that very few people are worthy of complete trust. And they value loyalty. Okay. And they prefer relationships which are mutually good, mutually beneficial. I mean, they like equal partnerships where giving and receiving are balanced and in harmony. So that is why this person does not have best friends or things like that. Most of their relationships are partnerships. Okay. And this person is actually more wrapped up in their work or studies than relationship. And also they hate any kind of drama. Okay. And I also feel that this person is very reliable. And that is why their partnerships, whatever partnerships or agreements that they have with other people, their friends actually rely on your future spouse because they are so reliable and will always help the people in times of trouble. Okay. So their persons actually call them when they need help. But your future spouse is someone who won't call anyone and would prefer to solve their problems alone, even though they have so many connections. And even your future spouse asks for anyone to help them, they would be like, I owe you one. And they will make sure that that favor is being repaid. That is the nature I see here. Message number 5 is actually about some details. Okay. First, we are going to talk about the astrological signs. And this is a general reading, so many people will watch this video and multiple zodiac signs will come. I'm going to tell you the most important ones I'm getting through the cards. But remember that this is a general reading, so may not resonate with you. That can happen. The top 3 signs coming to me are Scorpio, Leo, and Capricorn. This could be their sun, moon, or rising. These are the top 3 signs. Your future spouse can actually have a different sign, but here I'm keeping very specific. In this reading, the 7 messages I'm going to give you, this will be very specific. This is like the top 7 messages the universe wants to tell you. So that is why. Some specific placements in their birth chart could be Jupiter in 10th house and Venus in 7th house. Okay, and I also see that they have very strong and good Saturn placement in their natal chart. Like Saturn is in a very good position. That's what I see here. You know, the birthday numbers or the important dates in your relationship, I'm going to give you the numbers I'm getting here. 1, 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, and 31. Okay, I have given the numbers on screen. Okay, you know, 1, 4, 7, 12, 13, 19, 21, 23, 25, 26, and 31. These are the dates coming to my mind. Okay, these are the dates I see here. The letters I am getting here, and I'm going to give you a small list. The letters I'm getting here are T, I, R, H, A, S, N, E, P, D, and L. Okay. You can also see the letters on screen. Both letters and numbers I gave you on screen. The letters I'm getting are T, I, R, H, A, S, N, E, P, D, and L. And I keep telling you that this is a general reading. Please keep that in mind. Everything may not resonate with you, or this reading, because it is so specific, it may not include the details of your future spouse. However, I'm giving you the information which is coming very strongly. Then we have rejuvenating heart. Beautiful heart. Children. This could be the one. The message number 6 is that this person seeks a marriage. This person wants a marriage where they can be themselves. They desperately need someone where they don't have to wear any masks, where they can just relax and open up their feelings, be themselves, and they won't be judged for doing that. Okay? And also, this is an all or nothing kind of a person. So they are either in or out. And when they are in, they are fully committed to their partner. Like, it doesn't matter how many people are pursuing them, how many people are flirting with them, cheating won't even come to their minds. I told you that your person could be a well-known person. And like we know that well-known people have admirers. But I am seeing that when your person is committed and your person is someone who takes commitment very seriously, so they will be like fully committed. Okay, and I think that this person won't even think of divorce. They, you know, in any problem arises, no matter how serious it is, they will prefer to work on the relationship. They will prefer to heal the relationship. They won't even think of divorce unless the situation is the worst kind of nightmare. Like the worst of the worst situation possible, that is only when your person will take back the commitment. So I feel like your relationship is a very steady, stable, long-term partnership, and your future spouse is someone who is working on the relationship continuously, like they are all in. Okay. And I am seeing the moment this person meets you, they will know you are the one. They will immediately see you as the potential marriage partner. they will immediately recognize you. Okay, and I'm getting that you were married in some past lifetimes, and this person's soul will recognize you, their heart will recognize you as their mate, as their soulmate. This person will also show an accurate understanding of your character and your needs. Okay, and it can be a bit like unsettling and uncanny how easily they can decode your behaviors. Okay, they will be surprisingly good and kind to you, and they will just know what you need. At any point, they will just know what you need. I feel like other than your parents or your best friend or your most important loved ones, your future spouse will be the best person in your life who treats you with the utmost generosity and kindness and love. Message number 7. It is about your life after marriage, like how your life will change after marriage. One thing I want to say is that your marriage life will be extremely good. We have rejuvenating heart here, and I'm getting that this person will help you overcome your wounds and traumas, all the past negative experiences. They will help you overcome any emotional challenges that you have. Okay, and they will have a very soothing and healing effect on you. No matter what bad experiences you had, for example, you're going through a very bad day, your boss yelled at you, the project you were working on, it did not take off. Okay, or maybe some client gave you bad reviews and demanded that you refund their money. Once you see them, the moment you see them, you will feel like you have entered your personal spa, your oasis, your zen. Okay, and you will experience this person will heal you, soothe you, calm you immediately. And you will experience the joys of parenthood with this person. Okay, and this can be pregnancy or adoption. I feel that for some of you watching this group, you or this person could have kids from a past marriage or relationship, and you are becoming a painless father or mother. Okay, you have a ready-made bundle of joy. That's the thing I see here, which I think that you will be very good. You will be very happy with that. That's what I see here. Now, this is a very specific message, so don't take it if it does not resonate with you. Don't take it if you feel like you do not want it. Okay, this is a very specific message. And anyways, I just want to say that this person is a very responsible parent, and they will help you in every way they can. I feel that they are very busy people, so they may not always give their time because they have very little time, but they will single-handedly cover most financial expenses. You won't have to spend a dime. They will be like, I am taking care of everything. And they might also give you specific amount of money for the children. Okay, that's what I see here. And also they will help you when you need them. For a specific meeting, or there is, parents teacher meeting, there is sports meet, there is annual function, or something like that. Your future spouse will be present. They will be present when they are needed. But I think that many times they cannot give their time, and they will always try to compensate you through money or through any other things that you want. I am also seeing you guys raising pets. Okay, I'm seeing animal babies, fur babies. I'm seeing that. You will have multiple pets, if I'm not wrong. That's the message I'm getting here. And your pets will love your future spouse. Your pets will absolutely love your home. Okay. They are very kind to children and animal. They're very good parents, to be honest. And I just see your marriage will be very warm and cozy, and it will also be very private. Okay, your future spouse will treat this relationship as a sacred space, and they will try to keep this private, like from prying eyes, from any kind of limelight or things like that. They will make sure that you are not harassed by any other people because of their celebrity status and things like that. And I feel like their external life, their celebrity personality, it ends the moment they come home. They can be a famous star outside, but at the home, they are just a regular person. Okay. Then I am going to select 2 timing cards for you, like when you will meet them. That is the question here. June and patience required. I think that June talks about summer months as well, so I think that's summer. Or maybe it could be winter months where you live. It depends what June is. Summer, winter, but for some reason summer is coming to my mind. Maybe because that is my bias. I live in Northern Hemisphere. And with patience required, the thing I see here is actually that this is a slow burn romance. This is a slow burn union. And I told you that the more you see this person, the more you know this person, the more surprised you are. So it will take some time to get accustomed with your future spouse. It will take you some time. I feel like they will accept you very readily. I told you that the moment that they will see you, they will be like, yeah, this is the one for me. But for you, it comes gradually. And I feel like your future spouse will be very patient. And they will allow you to take like one step at a time, one day at a time. And this slow burn relationship will happen naturally. They won't force you to do anything that you do not want. They will not push you. But they will be in your life. They also will not let you go. Okay, they will be like, take your time and get accustomed to me, but I'm not going anywhere. That's the thing I see here. Now I am going to draw two oracle cards, and this will be about any question that you have in mind about your future spouse, which can be answered with a simple yes or no. Remember that these questions need to be answered with a simple yes or no, because that is the kind of reading I will be doing here. For example, you can ask, will my future spouse be very tall? Will my future spouse be over 30? Anything that can be answered with a simple yes or no. You can pause the video if you want to, take more time to formulate your question carefully, and then come back to the video and press play and see what answers are coming. You are allowed to ask 2 questions. Okay, you can ask 2 questions. So the first question that you asked, the answer is yes. Now we are going to draw a card for your second question. Quickly ask a question, okay, and pause the video if you need more time to formulate your question. The answer of your second question is no. Okay. So group 1, that is all I have for you. 7 messages, timing, and also 2 mini questions which can be answered through yes or no. I hope that this video helped you. If it does, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share this with your loved ones and comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye. Hi group 2, welcome to Cosmic Lotus Tarot. I'm gonna shuffle the cards until I feel the deck is ready. So please be patient. And this topic today is about 7 very specific messages the universe is giving you about your future spouse. So this is going to be a very specific reading. Everything may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And if this reading does not resonate with you at all, then it is not your reading. Choose another group or another video. Okay. The Chariot. Ace of Coins. Okay. The first message I'm getting is that your future spouse is working at a leadership position wherever they work, or they are climbing towards that leadership position. This person is very driven and will be promoted, or they will advance multiple times in their lifetime, because of their excellent performances. And as for their career, I am specifically seeing the military, automobiles, travel, hospitality industry, banking. Okay, these can be connected with their career. And the person who is coming through this reading, I don't know where they work. I feel like they make good money. They have a solid financial foundation. They make good money, and they often get paid a good amount of bonus money or some kind of commission or like tips. I feel like they have a little extra every time they get their paycheck. They have a little extra. That's the kind of energy I'm seeing here. And the other thing coming to my mind is that they can also own their business, and their business could be literally anything. This could also be their family business. So either they're somewhere where they have a lot of like regimentation, positions, discipline. It requires discipline, and like through their performances they can climb all the way to the top. Like for example, if they are in hospitality industry, they began as a trainee chef, and then they can become the master chef. That's the kind of thing I'm seeing here. And if they have their own business, I feel like they will not allow their business to sell to any conglomerate or multinational enterprise. They will keep it in the family. They will keep it they will try to keep it close to the values that they have. That is the kind of person coming through this reading. Okay. And I feel like money for this person is very important. They always try to come up with new ideas and strategies to increase their income. And at the same time, this person is not a money hoarder. Okay. They like to earn, and they also like to spend their money on good quality things. They are big on proving their financial worth to their loved ones. So you should expect to get meaningful and thoughtful gifts from this person. Once you are in a relationship with them, you will frequently receive gifts. Okay. And money is part of their love language. That's what I'm seeing here. The second message we have here is a very specific one. All the messages I'm going to give you are specific, but this message is very specific. Okay. And it talks about where you will meet this person. I'm getting that you can meet them on trains, buses, planes, airports, stations like bus station or train stations, subway. You can meet them while you are traveling. You can also meet them at your workplace, especially I'm seeing a new job. Okay, or also through financial transaction, like you bought something from their shop, from their business, things like that. Okay, and I think that the first meeting with your future spouse, it will be a sheer luck or a happy coincidence. That kind of energy I'm getting here. I think that destiny has a role to play in your meeting. Okay, we will see if other cards support my theory, but I do believe that destiny has a role to play in your meeting. I also see the first meeting will give you a very positive impression about them. The first meeting will make you think that this is a good person, a nice, helpful, good person. Okay? I'm seeing that they will be very helpful and they will be very kind to you. So you will remember them. You will remember their face. You might even tell other people about meeting this person. You might even like recommend their store or like them when, like for example, you meet them at a bank and you will be like, when you next time go to bank, you should go to this person because they helped me so much and I think that this is a good person. You can trust them. They explain everything very lucidly and clearly. That's the energy I'm getting here. You're going to tell everyone that you have met this person. Something about their attitude and them, their facial expression, something about it will stand out. Okay, this person will stand out in your memory. I can see that. I also feel your future spouse is a good-looking person and someone who knows what looks good on them. They have a good sense of style and takes care of their external appearance. Maybe it is because of their job, like if they work in hospitality industry, for example, like they have to appear in their uniforms and they have to be like very put together, things like that. But the thing I see here is that they are good looking and they work on their external appearance. So yeah, you are going to remember them and the next time you will meet them, you will try to get their contact details or something like that. And also I feel like you might search them online, like you might try to search them on Instagram and stuff like that. Okay. Or you might try to have a conversation with them to just know more about them. And I feel that you might take initiatives, little initiatives like this. Okay. 8 of Wands, 3 of Coins, 3 of Wands, the Hermit. This is the confirmation that I was waiting for. The third message. This is the third message. And I'm getting a message which is a continuation of what I just said. I told you that this is a destined meeting. This is something which is a synchronicity. Okay, a coincidence that was meant to happen. And the 3 of Coins card, this actually confirms it. Okay, that this connection is a destined one. It will happen when it will happen, and once this happens, you will be intensely drawn to this person. The Greek gods, every card in this deck has some Greek god on it. And the 3 of Coins on this card is the Moirai. I know that I did not pronounce it right, and I apologize for my mistake, but the point is that these are the 3 goddesses of fate. They are literally the fates, the 3 fates in Greek mythology who control the fates of all gods and mortals. Okay, and they are present in your reading, meaning that they are involved in your story. They are weaving the story of your relationship. Needless to say, your story will be quite unique and full of twists and turns. Don't get me wrong, but these goddesses came to your reading, so it is implied that the 7 messages I'm gonna give you today are the tip of the iceberg. There are a lot of hidden elements at play. There will be a lot of synchronicities and coincidences. Okay? You should be prepared for that. In movies, we are often shown that the main characters are taking the same route, the same bus, they're eating in the same cafe, they're going to the same university, for example, like without knowing that they are so close to each other, that their soulmate just passed them across the street. They do not know that. Nobody tells them. We are being shown because we know who the main characters are. So we know that this person just passed their future spouse. This person just passed their soulmate. We see the synchronicities happening. We see how the fates are weaving their threads. We see how the fates are having a chuckle at their expense. Okay? And nobody tells them. They are unaware. Because we are being shown the higher perspective. Okay? The camera lens shows us. Or maybe you have read it in books as well. Okay? That the person who just collided with you randomly on the subway will one day become your future spouse. That person who was before you in the queue for tickets, was in the queue for a coffee, will one day become the most important person in your life. The main characters simply do not have that divine perspective, the third party, all-knowing, omniscient perspective that we as readers or like audience that we have, right? The main characters simply don't know each other yet. They don't know how the strings of fate is manipulating their life. And that's exactly what I see in your reading. Okay, I think that later, when you are married, you might actually know that your future spouse used to eat the same bakery that you used to visit when you were a student. And you would be like, wow, that was my favorite bakery too. Why I haven't met you before? You haven't met them because it wasn't the right time, because the fates decided that you will meet when the time is right, when they decide, basically. Who decides the right timing? The goddesses of fate. They are present in your reading, so divine timing is involved, group 2. Don't feel frustrated. Okay? Keep calm, have faith, have a sense of wonder and trust the universe. It will all work out at the end. Okay, this is a very important message and you definitely need to listen to this. I don't know if the other portion of the reading resonates with you or not, but this message you should definitely pay attention to. The fourth message I see here is that you will rapidly fall in love with your future spouse and you will quickly decide to get married once you meet each other. It will be like within a few months or at most a year. You will both feel that I need to catch this person fast. I can't let another person to take away my person. This is my future spouse. I must take them down quickly. And I see you will both feel very possessive about each other. Okay, this is nothing toxic. It's just like that you really feel very strongly about each other. Okay, and you do not want any other person to invade your connection. Like you just feel possessive. And the other person feels exactly in the same way. I feel like you mirror each other, group 2, you and your soulmate, your future spouse, who is your soulmate. You mirror each other. All like your feelings, your experiences, these are all like mirroring each other. Okay. Also, it could be that you were into another person prior to meeting your future spouse. Okay. Like you had a crush on another person. However, after meeting your future spouse, you will no longer pursue that previous person. We have 2, 3 here, 3 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles. And 3 can talk about love triangles. I don't see any cheating here. I want to make that clear. When I say love triangles, I mean that I do not see any cheating, but there can be some third party, like someone else chasing you or someone else chasing them. It can also be like both true at the same time. Okay, like some other person has interest in your future spouse and the opposite is also true. You have multiple people interested in you. I just think that once you meet each other, you will only have eyes for each other. If one of you is in a relationship, I think the relationship will end. Not because of any third party. Like you met your future spouse and you are like, I do not want this guy anymore or girl anymore. That's not it. Simply because your other relationships are not meant to be. Okay, because we have the fates here, so I can confidently say that you and your future spouse are meant to be. Other people and your future spouse, they are not meant to be. You are brought together with divine blessings. Okay, the fates are bringing you together. This is why your past relationships will dissolve and things will move quickly forward, and you won't even know when you are at the marriage altar, and you will be like, wow, that was fast. Make the effort. Stay optimistic about your love life. Curious heart. Hopeful heart. Message number 5 that I have here is about your life after marriage. Your future spouse is someone who does domestic chores willingly. In fact, they will take responsibility for home, from the very beginning. I can see that. This person likes to create a comfortable, neat, clean, a heaven. Okay, they want to make a home. They are very serious about homemaking. I can see that. This is the kind of person who chooses specific scents for a specific season. For example, maybe lemon-scented candles or room fresheners for summer and pumpkin spice candles for fall. This person pays attention to details, and they plan the look, the aesthetics of the interior very meticulously. Okay. And they will also tell you the home rules, because they have some rules about the home, like because they need to keep up this interior. So that is why they will impose some rules on you, like you cannot keep the wet towels on the floor and things like that, or the dog cannot sleep at the bed. Things like that. Some like very little rules. And they have a very bossy attitude, and they will expect you to follow their guidelines. This person is someone who rules over the nest. Okay, they determine what happens at home and what doesn't happen. A quintessential homemaker does not even apply. This statement does not apply to their gender. Homemaking can happen. Homemaking can come naturally to men as well. Okay. And I see that they are not worried about other people's opinions. Okay. For example, someone might call them house husbands. Someone might call them a manny, because they are so involved in childcare and home care. Someone might call them nitpicky or fussy, or like a dominating like a dominating wife. Some might look down upon them for being a stay-at-home wife or mom. They won't care. Not that I'm saying that your future spouse is a stay-at-home dad or mom. That's not the case at all. They have their career, and they're very prideful. They are also very hardworking at their career. The things I'm seeing here is that they might receive some criticism for being a homemaker, and they won't even care. They really don't care. What they actually care about is if you are comfortable, if you are enjoying the life together with them, if they are making life comfortable for you, that's what they are interested in. And also they are curious about you. They will always ask you many questions about your past, about your present, about your future. They will ask about your opinions, not because they are prying, not because they are like asking questions to have a conversation. Not that. They are genuinely curious about you. They are curious about how you spent your life so far, why did you choose a particular field of work? What happened during your day? What are your past experiences? Who were your past romantic partners? Who are your friends? And what is your belief system? They will ask these questions because they take your opinion seriously and they are genuinely curious about you. They want to know you better. Okay. Message number 6 that I'm getting is that your future spouse, I feel like before meeting you, they will become very hopeless and sarcastic about love and relationships. Like before meeting you, they will probably give up on marriage. They will think that they won't get any suitable partner. I see them repeatedly getting disappointed in relationships. Okay, that is why they are feeling that it will take a miracle for them to find a suitable partner and get married. They are like clinging to the last shred of their hope. Okay, but the thing I see here is that your future spouse refused to lower their standards. They firmly stood for their belief. And they believed, they will believe that they deserve better. You know, they are giving up on marriage because they are not finding someone who can meet their standard. That is why they are giving up on marriage. They believe that they deserve a lot better than the current options. Your future spouse is not short on options. I told you that many people have crush on them or are pursuing them. But it's just that their standards are high. And obviously you will meet those standards. And, the thing I see here is that they think it is better to stay alone than end up in a bad marriage. Okay, this is a person who has a very strong belief system and they walk the talk. Throughout your marriage, you will see that this person does not budge from what they believe is right. And they have very strong ethics. Okay, they would follow their principles even if they are alone on that path. That's because they are not afraid to be alone. In Bengali, we have a saying that it's better to have an empty barn than a herd of bad cows. Okay, like bad cows are not worth it. I will just have an empty barn. That's okay. That's the attitude I'm seeing here. Okay, in other words, being alone is better than the company of bad people, evil people. So they won't enter a bad marriage. They would rather be alone. That's the kind of person you are going to marry. A very upright and a person of integrity. Okay, and this is the reason why your future spouse has a very strong boundary and has very few loved ones. And the few loved ones that they have, they will do anything for them. They will do anything for them. And the same message applies to you, like they will do anything for you. The 7th message I have is about some details, okay? I wanted to give you astrological signs, birthdays and letters, or say important dates in this connection. But group 2, your group is the most difficult group to give such details. It may not be entirely accurate, okay? I'm telling you in advance that it may not be entirely accurate, the details that I'm going to give you here. Or it might resonate with a very small portion of people watching this group. You have got the fates involved in this connection, and I am a nobody. Okay, I am a nobody. I do not dare to mess with the fates. So forgive me. This is only a humble attempt to give you some specific messages that I'm seeing here. Okay, so for the zodiac, I am seeing Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius. Virgo, Aries, Taurus, Capricorn, Cancer, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising. Okay. As for the letters in their name, I won't give you too many details here. I cannot. I literally cannot. The one thing I'm seeing here is that A is a letter that should definitely be present in their full name. Could be their part of their initials, could repeat in their name, could be a repeating letter in their name, but A should be present in their full name. See, the gods' names in the tarot cards were like Apollo, Ananke, Aeolus, Atlanta. I'm butchering the pronunciations, I know, but the thing is that all of them had A. They had multiple A's. So A is coming very, very strongly. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. The relevant numbers for their birthdays or important dates in your relationship could be like 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. All the dates are given on screen. You can see that 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, and 30. The multipliers of 3 can be important regarding dates and numbers. Okay? And another important detail about this person is that they are very spiritual. Spirituality is a very different aspect of this person's life. It is not just a part. It is something that they take very seriously. It is part of their walk the talk. It is part of their belief system. It shaped them as a person. Spirituality. I won't say religion because I'm not getting that. I'm getting spirituality. And also like occult. That's the thing I'm getting here. Okay. And now we are going to see the timing cards. I am going to draw 2 cards for timing and take what resonates and see. Let's see what comes. July. Take a break. July, the month of July. That is coming very specifically. Okay. It may not apply to everyone, but yeah, that is coming very specifically. And take a break. Take a break could be like a small break, like lunch break, going to a cafe or like your canteen for lunch. That could happen. Like it can also talk about a mini vacation, staycation, mini holiday. It can be anything. So taking a break has something to do with when you will meet your future spouse. There are actually no clear answers. I expected it because, yeah, we have the fates here. Now I am going to draw 2 more cards. And this is a reading which is actually, you will do it, not me. These cards will tell you only yes or no. Only yes or no answers will be coming from these cards. So you need to formulate a question within your mind which can be answered with a simple yes or no. Whether he will be rich, whether she will be pretty. You can ask anything, you know. The only requirement is that the answers will be yes or no. So formulate your questions accordingly. You can ask 2 questions. Okay, pause the video if you need more time. Okay. Pause the video if you need more time, then come back and play this. I'm going to shuffle the cards and draw 2 cards. You can ask any question. Remember, just be careful that the answers will come as only yes or no. I'm not going to interpret the cards. The answer of your first question is yes. Okay. Now I am going to take another card. Now I'm going to draw another card and you need to formulate the second question. Take your time, pause the video if you need more time. The answer of your second question is is yes. 2 yes. You got 2 yes. The answer of both the questions you asked are yes. So group 2, that is all I have for you. 7 specific messages, as much as I could give you. And also a quick yes or no section and the timing, as much I could give you. Like, it was actually quite vague. But I hope this helps you. If it does, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share this with your loved ones and comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye. Hi group 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm gonna shuffle the cards until I feel the deck is ready. That will take some time. The topic today is about like 7 specific messages, 7 secret specific messages coming from the universe about your future spouse. I will be very specific in this reading. So this is a general reading. Everything may not resonate with you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If this reading does not speak to you at all, if it does not resonate with you at all, then it is not your reading. Keep, choose another pile or another video. 5 of Swords, Knight of Wands. The first message I'm getting is that your future spouse is a champion of any debate or argument. I'm getting a very specific energy here. Very, very specific. I don't know if you know Mehdi Hasan. Do you know Mehdi Hasan? Have you heard of this person? This is a very veteran journalist, quite famous journalist. He worked in MSNBC earlier. Now he is the founder of ZTO News, Mehdi Hasan. You can search him online. I think that most of you have probably heard of this person or you have seen him in action. And if you know anything about him, you know that he is famous for winning all debates. He's famous for his debating capabilities. Okay. And I think that he has also written a book, and the topic is about how to win absolutely like any argument, any debate. I think that he has written a book on that too. That's the energy I'm getting here. Okay. That's the energy. Your person has a similar energy. Your person has a very smart mouth. Your person has the knowledge and a very sharp wit. That's the energy I see here. In personal life or professional life, no one can defeat your future spouse. They always win. I feel like debate and communication is an important part of their work too. Like they could be like lawyers. They could be like journalists, writers, speakers, anything. I feel like communication is a part of their job. And how they communicate, how witty, how fast, and how smart they are, how quick reacting they are, that is part of their job. I mean, the job literally depends on it, and like they are very good at it. That's what I'm seeing here. The other careers I see here is anything that requires high intelligence. Your future spouse has a very sharp brain. This is a cerebral high IQ person. So that means they can be anything like engineers, doctors, lawyers, professors, research scholars, scientists, and whatnot. It basically depends on, like, as a student, I believe that they were one of the top students, and it basically depended on where they want to go, what profession they want to choose. That's what I see here. The downside of their smart brain is that they can be a little detached from their emotions. Okay, for some reason I'm getting the King of Swords, Queen of Swords kind of energy here. So they can be a little detached about their emotion, and they can sometimes say some hurtful things. Okay, they have a very competitive streak and they have to always win. They always want to be the winner, like even if it is an empty victory, a very silly thing, but they will have to win. They will still have to be the winner. And like I said, that to win the argument or to win, they can sometimes say some unpleasant or hurtful things. I'm not saying they will hurt you. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that people fear their razor sharp mouth. That's the hardest thing on their body. Sorry, that was a poor joke, but yeah, that's the sharpest thing or the hardest thing on their body. They have an undefeatable mouth. And like I think that they have a reputation. They have a reputation of being a cold, really like ruthless kind of person, grouchy person. They can be like labeled as a shrew or something like that. You know, someone who everyone else fears, you know. Don't get involved into argument with the future spouse of group 3. They will just cut you to shreds. That's the reputation here. And the funny thing is that your future spouse actually enjoys this reputation. Your future spouse thinks that it keeps the varmints away. They are like, yeah, leave me be. I just want peace. And if this reputation is what is necessary to maintain my peace of mind, yeah, then I welcome this reputation. I don't mind. I don't mind people bad mouthing at their back. That's okay, as long as they do not disturb me. The second message I have is about your chemistry. Your chemistry with your future spouse is on another level. It is intensely passionate. And I think that physical touch, like sex, it is part of their love language. They can really be themselves. They can really express their feelings and emotions through touch. Okay, this person is sexually attractive. I can see that, and they own it. They are confident about their external appearance. However, they do not like when random people try to flirt with them, try to hook up with them. They don't like that at all. I told you that this person is basically a grouchy person. Someone who like looks really hot, but they are so cold when you approach them. And they are like, why are you talking to me? And the other person who tries to flirt with them, they are like, oh my God, why did I even approach this person? You know what? They might just glare at other people. And even though they glare, they are incredibly handsome or attractive or beautiful. You know, that is the energy I'm seeing here. So they do not like when random people try to flirt with them. And also they are extremely selective about who they allow to touch them. Because touch is important for this person. Touch is a matter of huge trust. Huge trust. They are very strict about who can touch them and who cannot. Even like not just romantic touch, in their personal relationships as well, I feel like this person does not like to be touched. They don't allow people to touch them except for a very few people. And even like this person is not someone who will hug you. I mean, they will hug you. They will hug you. But this is not the person whom you could go for a consolation, like as a friend, say. Or like, even like, for example, like if this person is a teacher, okay, and someone got very poor marks, you wouldn't go to this professor for a pep talk or an inspirational kind of energy. You won't ever go to this person for that. If you ask them why your paper was so bad, they will give you a detailed analysis, and after that analysis you will feel like, oh my God, why did I even ask? That's the energy. But not with you. Not with you. Not with you. Especially after marriage, not with you. They will be very gentle with you. That's what I'm seeing here. So what I was saying is that most people cannot come close to this person. Most people cannot touch this person. And specific message that I'm getting here is that especially any old romantic partners cannot touch them. Any old romantic partners, even if they were like physically intimate before, they cannot come near this person. They cannot touch this person. I'm clearly seeing that if they break up with a person, They will never ever take that person back. They will never talk to that person. They will block their numbers. They won't remain friends. From the moment of breakup, that previous romantic partner is dead for your future spouse. Dead. Okay. And they are very strict about such boundaries. And they do not mix the personal with the professional. They won't do that. They try to stay very detached and pragmatic and impartial. They try to do that. Okay. And I feel like many of your future spouses, past romantic partners, they have a crush on your future spouse, especially because your future spouse is completely out of their reach. The thing is that your future spouse has this allure. So for some people, the grape is sour, and for some people, the grape is so attractive, especially because it is so out of reach. That's the energy I'm seeing here. Okay. And needless to say, they really enjoy and love being touched by you. They're also like quite gentle and playful with you. I'm seeing playfulness here. And when I say playfulness, it can also translate into playing bedroom games, like spicy adult games. I told you that physical touch is one of their love language. So yeah, that can happen. 3 of Wands. Queen of Swords. Yeah, Queen of Swords came. Queen of Coins. The World. The third message I'm getting is about how this marriage will affect your life. First of all, I'm seeing your finances will improve. This person may buy joint properties. They may have joint savings account. They might also invest money in your name. They will also give you money. They will hand their money to you. That can happen. And they will also give you money on your birthdays, special occasions and stuff. I'm getting that more than buying any gifts, they prefer giving you money so that you can directly buy what you want. They might even ask what you want to buy and then buy that thing for you. Okay, and this is a very practical person. Okay, so they can be frugal. Not that they are not like 4 of Pentacles kind of energy, like someone who hoards all the money and resources and feels that they are so dirt poor. Nothing like that. They do not have that energy, but they also don't believe that they need to buy some like $5,000 moisturizer, for example, when it can come with $10. That's the energy. They won't spend extra money for luxury when that thing can be purchased within a certain amount. Okay? They won't go after any brand names. They will go after quality. That's the energy I see here. This person manages their resources, their money very effectively. And these are not people who have large credit card bills. They have large loans. They do not have good financial scores. Not this person. So no wonder your finances are improving after marriage. And I also see that you will move to a new place after your marriage, far away from your hometown or where you are right now. It is possible that this place is outside your state or country, especially like outside your state, or it's actually very far away from where you are right now. Okay, like I'm from West Bengal, so I'm near Calcutta. So if I get married to Darjeeling, that would be the energy. It's very far away from my place, from my current place. That's the energy. Okay, or if I marry to a person who lives in Kerala or in Punjab, or if I get married to someone who lives in, say, China. That's the energy I'm seeing here. You are moving far away after your marriage. They can also travel frequently because of their work. And I'm seeing tons of texts and phone calls and video calling between the two of you. I also see them taking you to many new places. Like there are many trips and travel involved. Like this person, I feel like you want to travel, that's why you are traveling. Like this person has no such thing about travel or things like that, but they are taking you to new places because you love to travel. Yeah, that's the energy I'm seeing here. And they just want to spend more time with you, more time alone with you. That is why they are going to these trips. And I feel like they will arrange for everything. They will, in fact, like in your married life, I'm seeing that this person is almost like single-handedly managing all the resources and things like that. Like you have to do very little, you have to think very little. They are taking excellent care of you. That's the thing I see here. Okay, and this could also be about like you moving to new places because this person has a job that transfers them to new places. So it's like you are moving with them as per their job requirements. For some of you, I can see a long distance connection, but you know, this person will definitely stay in touch with you, and they will definitely come to see you as frequently as they can. Okay. The other thing I see here is that their insurance policy, their bank account, their legal documents, everything have their name, your name as their nominees. Like wherever there is a money issue or like an inheritance issue, they have secured your status. They have secured your interest as their wife. There will be no debate whatsoever that you will inherit their property, their money, their insurance benefits and things like that. Not their parents, not their siblings, not even the children. If you choose to have children, it is solely you. You are the only beneficiary. I can see this very clearly. The fourth message is about something that is coming as an important message. Like there is some difference in your background, like they do not have the same religion, or they come from different communities, like different language communities, different race, different belief system. They can also be from a different country, like I already said, different state, different country. Okay, for example, like I am officially an Hindu, that is my religion. So if I marry a Jewish person or a Sikh or a Muslim, that's the energy I'm seeing here. Or like I am a brown person, if I marry a white person, that's the energy I'm seeing here. So there is some kind of ethnicity, race, religion, different community, different state, different language, that kind of barrier. Not that it is affecting you, not that it will affect your marriage life, but many of you will essentially marry a foreign person. Interpret that as you want. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting here. Foreign, someone who is foreign to you. Okay, and you won't suffer because of it. You won't suffer in this marriage at all. That's the thing, because this person is extremely protective of you. They will always be there for you. They will help in case of any complications, any issues, any questions you have. Okay, this person will not allow anyone to abuse you. Like abuse, that is a very strong word. They won't even allow anyone else to like say one bad word about you. This person is like, I will kill you if you bother group 3. If you bother my spouse, I will kill you. And you know, this person has a reputation among their friends and loved ones. They also have that same kind of reputation. They are a prickly porcupine. So yeah, people give them wide berth, and that will also apply to you, because people will quickly know that they cannot really bother you. They cannot say a single word that can offend you. They simply cannot choose to like afford to offend you. That's the energy I'm seeing here. Okay. And the other thing I see, that this person and you have similar kind of mindset. Okay. Like, for example, you have the same opinions about like food or culture, political ideologies, some same kind of taste in like movies or music or like stuff like that, or books. Okay, I feel like both of you love books. That's the random message I got here. Both of you love books. You are very cultural people. You have strong opinions about politics, and like you are very aligned. Your mindset is very aligned with each other. So I feel like there are external differences, but internal harmony. Yeah, internally, you are very aligned. You complement each other nicely. So this is why your relationship will be very, very strong. Okay. The fifth message is about some details. First, let's talk about the astrological signs and placements. For signs, I am getting Leo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Virgo. Leo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Virgo. These could be their sun, moon, or rising. So for specific placements, I am seeing that the moon in their 5th house or 7th house, 5th and 7th moon placement. That's what's coming to me. The Jupiter in 3rd house, Mercury in 12th house. Mercury in 12th house, or maybe Mercury has a very strong placement. Mercury has formed conjunction or trine or like, I don't know, other connections with planets which strengthens it. Mercury has very strong placement in your future spouse's natal chart. Yeah. However, these are very specific messages. Take what resonates with you. The letters in their name or initials could be E, A, C, R, G, S, L, I, K, Q, W, D. Again, take what resonates. This is a general reading. Now, the letters are repeated on the screen and I will also repeat them. E, A, C, R, G, S, L, I, K, Q, W, D. Okay. The birthdays that I'm getting, or the important dates or numbers in your relationship, that could be 3, 5, 8, 12, 13, 15, 16, 21, 23, 26, 29, and 30. These are the important dates or numbers or like their birthdays. 3, 5, 8, 12, 13, 15, 16, 21, 23, 26, 29, 30. One thing I'm getting here is that this person is a skeptic and is probably an atheist. Okay, like they might watch a tarot reading for fun, but they won't believe in that reading. They also don't like religion. This is coming very strongly. They do not like religion because they feel that it has caused many sufferings worldwide throughout history and many unnecessary bloodsheds. They do not like religion. I feel like this person is most likely an atheist and a skeptic. Playfulness, separation, beautiful heart, rejuvenating heart. The 6th message I have is that this person is probably had a very rough childhood. This person probably had a very rough childhood. They probably come from a broken family. I see discord in their family. Okay, their parents probably did not have a good relationship. Their parents can also be divorced, and this can happen at their teen or their tween or like their childhood, and this had a very negative effect on your future spouse, this divorce, and like they had to really go through a lot of bad experiences before and also after this divorce. And I don't see any good relatives either. I don't see I don't see that much affection and love and warmth in their childhood. Their childhood was not very good. Your future spouse basically had to raise themselves. Okay? Do you get my point? Like, they took care of themselves. They were fending for themselves at an early stage. They were alone fighting for themselves. If they had any problems, they just had to like swallow it because they did not have anyone to ask. Their parents weren't very active in their life. Their parents could be absent. Their parents neglected them. Their parents did not value them. In some cases, I feel like they were abused at their home by their parents or by many like other family members. I will say that I do not see abuse in all cases. This is only a specific message. This is only applicable to a very small percentage of you watching this video. Okay, and know that all the messages are very specific, so it may not really apply to you. So if you feel like you do not like this portion of the reading, choose not to take it. Okay, but the message is here and I have to say that. And I am seeing that all the negative experiences that they had to go through, it could not destroy your person's spirit. It actually made them stronger and more determined. They were determined, they were mature, they were more independent. They grew up at a very early age. They had to. You know the sharp mouth that we got in the beginning, that cold, aloof personality, this is where it comes from. Their childhood and past experiences, this is where it comes from. You know, your future spouse saw the ugly side of the world at a very tender age. They saw the dark nature of human beings. Okay? They knew that not all parents were good, not all family members were trustworthy. So they were naturally very tough and they became very courageous. And this is why they don't take shit from anyone. They don't tolerate anyone if they don't want to tolerate them. You know, forgive me for that language. But yeah, they do not take shit from anyone. Not even their parents. Okay. This person does not believe that their parents or their family members, their relatives deserve some kind of special treatment from them because, you know, like, where were you when I needed you? You weren't there. So why should I give you any special treatment? And I believe that your future spouse will elevate themselves to a level where your future spouse's, you know, past acquaintances, friends, like so-called friends, because I do not see any good friends while they were growing up. I do not see any not much help. You know, obviously they got a little help, but not much, not that much. So like now when their past people come back, they are like, why are you here? And they will definitely close the door on their faces. They don't care about these past people anymore. And if people call them ruthless, heartless, soulless, they do not even care about that. You know, this is where it comes from. Their bad childhood experiences and past experiences. They did not find anyone trustworthy. They had to fight themselves. They had to fight for themselves alone. They had to stand up for themselves, and later it became a habit. Okay, and what I see here, that is a core message, very core message in this reading, is that you are their closest family. You are their only family. This marriage will give them a sense of belonging and family. This marriage will give them the worth, the warmth, the love, the approval that they had been searching for their whole life. You know, I don't know why I feel like crying as I say these words, but I'm getting emotional. I feel like your person, this person who is coming through this reading, they will take this marriage as the only shelter in storm. And they have been alone in the storm, in the rain, in the gale for a long, long time before you came. So you are their everything. Literally, you are their everything. Okay. And message number 7. This is the last message I have for you. But we also have other sections. This is not the end of the reading, but this is the last message. I'm getting that this person has a lot of fears about marriage. They don't believe that they can have a good marriage. They also don't believe that good marriage is possible. Like, because of the human nature, because of their past experiences, they are extremely cautious. Especially in the beginning of your marriage. I told you that this person is a prickly porcupine. Someone very defensive, and they always imagines the worst outcome. For example, like you didn't call them for a few hours and they will assume that you do not want them anymore. They will assume that somehow they made a mistake and now you are not talking to them. It's nothing like that, but that's the kind of person who they are, because they always assume the worst things. Okay, like if you two had an argument, they will feel like this is the end of this relationship. Like you two will not patch up, this is the end of the connection, this is the end of the marriage. And they will always be very afraid, especially in the beginning, that one day you will divorce them. Because most marriages tend to fail. Not me speaking, that's what they will think. Okay, so they will be like, I should expect that one day group 3 will not want me anymore, one day group 3 will go away from me, one day group 3 will leave me. I should prepare myself mentally for that outcome. They do not want this outcome. You have to understand this. They desperately want this marriage to succeed. But these insecurities will always lurk in their mind. And they will not tell you about this. I think that you will understand, because you will understand their insecurities, but they will not tell you. Deep down, this person believes that they are not worthy of love. Deep down, they are just a scared child who had never been protected by anyone, who had never been helped by anyone, who had never seen much love in their life. So they don't expect much from you. Whatever you give them, they are happy with that. And they will also never show their vulnerability. They will also probably never dare to tell their feelings to you. I mean, especially in the beginning. Okay, they will be like, group 3 is such a good person, such a beautiful, such a handsome person. They deserve better than me. And one day, group 3 will leave me. But before that, I will try my best. I will try to be a good spouse, even though I don't know how to be a good spouse, but I will try. Group 3, the person who is coming through this reading, they have a very high opinion about you. They feel that you are an amazing person. You are the very best person they know. And they will be like insanely grateful that you came in their life, that you love them, that you care for them, that you have some feelings for them. They will be insanely grateful for that. Okay? But they will try to hide the intensity of their emotions. Okay? Basically, they are begging for your love. They're screaming at you in their heart that please love me, please do not leave me. But they never ever will express that. They won't do that. And I think that it will take a long time for them to heal this kind of insecurities. I think slowly, gradually, their attitude will change and shift. It's almost like an ice cube melting into water. They will show warmth and consideration to you, but I'm seeing that they are not expecting anything in return. They are not expecting very much in return. But they will gradually melt into your love. Okay. And this is why I think that we got that message that they express themselves through physical touch, because physical touch, does not require any words. They can literally like kiss you and say mentally that I love you. And I think that they will do that, especially in the beginning and maybe throughout this marriage. Physical touch remains their love language. And I'm also seeing that this person is very devoted towards you because of their past trauma. They dare not hope for a happily ever after, but that is their biggest dream. And you have the beautiful heart and the rejuvenating heart here. So I think slowly they will evolve emotionally. They will evolve through this connection, and your presence, your continuous presence will help them to overcome their wounds. This relationship will heal them. Not because like you are the healer or things like that, but I think that it's just a matter of time before they realize that you are here to stay, that you are serious about them. That's what they are waiting for, I think, subconsciously. That is the message I'm getting here. Now we will see the timing cards. I'm going to draw 2 timing cards here, and we'll see what comes. Next year, just around the corner. Wow. Most of you are going to meet this person very soon, just around the corner. Your meeting will happen very, very soon, group 3. Or it should happen the next year. So that could be 2026, because this video is going up in 2025. But for whatever year, but it depends on when you're watching this video. Whenever you're watching this video, expect the person to come in your life next year. And also just around the corner means that you will meet them very soon. Okay. Don't worry, you will meet them very soon. Even if there is not a specific time attached, you are going to meet them soon. So that would be like within a few years at most. Now I am going to draw 2 yes or no answers for you. So basically what you need to do is that you need to formulate some questions in your mind. 2 questions. You can ask 2 questions. You need to formulate 2 questions in your mind which can be answered through a simple yes or no. Take your time and formulate your question. Think about your question. You can ask basically anything that can be answered with a simple yes or no. For example, like, will I meet my person after college? Will I meet my person at the university? Will I meet the person the next one? You can literally ask any question. Whatever extra question that you have in mind. So ask your question, pause the video. If you need more time, I'm going to draw 1 card first. Your first question. Ready? The answer of your first question is no. The answer of your first question is no. Now the second question. Formulate your second question. Pause the video if you need more time. The answer of your second question is also no. You asked 2 yes or no questions, and the answer of both questions is no. Okay, I hope that helps you. Okay, so group 3, that is all I have for you. 7 specific messages, a quick yes no reading, and also timing. I hope this helps, and if it does, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Share this with your loved ones and comment your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you. See you in my next video. Until then, take care and bye.